So, good day everyone. Today, I will discuss you about the concept of teacher and existentialism classroom. So first, what is existentialism? As discussed by the reporter earlier, we all know that existentialism is a philosophical views that focuses on the students' freedom and agency to choose their future. So now the question is, what are the roles of the teacher in existentialism philosophy? So, the teacher's role is to help students define their own essence by exposing them to various paths they may take in life. In existentialism, a teacher must teach the students about the value of life, and then a teacher must create an environment in which the students can freely choose their way. So the existentialist teacher is not the center of attraction, but rather a facilitator. The goal is to help students better understand who they are as an individuals. So next, the teacher should become aware of how she or he relates to the entire curriculum. One is understood to be enthralled by critically examining and reflecting upon all which one understand. It means that the student have a choice in what they learn and that the curriculum that's somewhat flexible. In short, the teacher in existentialist education is there to provide pathways for students to explore their own values, meanings, and choices. Because a school's curriculum informs teacher what must be taught the student. It is important that as a teacher, you must ensure to fit between student understanding and the curriculum. Next, an important characteristics of a teacher is that they have the ability to make judgments with regards to what is worthwhile and valuable in them and in others. Because a great teacher respects students. So, in a great teacher's classroom, each person's ideas and opinions are valued. It is important that students feel safe to express their opinion. So, the teacher must build positive relationships between himself and his students because building positive relationships between the students and the teachers can provide a level of comfort to the students. And all positivity expressed by a teacher impacts educational success to students. So now, how the teacher develop positive relationships with the students in the classroom. So, example, teach enthusiasm and passion, have a positive attitude, incorporate humor into lesson, or treat them with respect, and many more. And then, as a teacher, you must avoid applying labels to children such as lazy, slow learner, or etc. For individuals may indeed come to think of themselves this way. And now, let's proceed to the concept of student and existentialism classroom. So, in existentialist classroom, students search for their own meaning and direction in life. So it is sabotage. Not only that, but students can also search what is true and what is false, what is pleasant and satisfying, what is unpleasant and dissatisfying, and what is right or wrong. Because the goal of existentialist education is to train students to develop their own unique understanding in life. Next, the existentialists want to give full freedom to the child. Even the existentialists give full freedom to the child should know the nature of his self and recognize his being and convert imperfection into perfection. Because existentialists do not want the child to become selfish, autocratic, and irresponsible. So education should be provided according to the child's powers and needs. Education should help the students fully develop their personalities, talents, and abilities. It means that the child has to make choices and decisions because in existentialism, the first step in any education is to understand ourselves. So next, the concept of school. So school should provide an atmosphere where the individuals develop in a healthy way. It is because the school environment is an important factor that helps the students to develop well-being. Research confirms that the students do better in school when they are emotionally and physically healthy. Next, the aim of school task should be to nurture self-discipline and cultivate self-evaluation. It is because a child who learns self-discipline will be better equipped to face life's challenges, manage stress, and make healthy decisions. Next, mass teaching and mass testing is not advocated in schools. Examples of mass teaching is exhibition, radio talk, television talk, slideshows, and others. And that kind of teaching method is not advocated in school if the school are in existentialism philosophy. Next, democratic ideals should pervade the school. It means that students are allowed to choose what and how they will study within the given framework of community. The reason of this is that students build skills to change their environment as active and responsible citizens. In order of that, the students can express choice in the structure of their education. Example of democracy practices and school is like respect for children's ideas and contribution. Another is freedom of speech, equality, and more. Mechanization and impersonality should be counteracted in school. Mechanization, it is because it means that the use of teaching machine and other equipment like gadgets are not allowed in school. It is because the use of program instruction, teaching machines, and other equipment tend to decrease the personal contact between teachers and students. Concern and respect for the individual student should be the main concern of this school. So, to recall, existentialism is a deviation of philosophy focused on the explanation of life and how we as people live in the world. In short, one word that we must remember about the existentialism is choice. Choice because existentialist philosophy boils down to how we choose to live our life. It emphasizes our existence, freedom, and choice. So, existentialism gives us some tools for understanding. First is our essence, and then how it is possible to live a meaningful life. And that's all, and thank you for listening.